Okay, good morning and welcome back to school and to Bridges. And here's what we're going to do today in the Learning Strategies class. We're going to look at some news from the calendar. We're going to talk about finishing up semester 1 and planning for semester 2. We'll look at revisiting the schedule a little bit. Since it's a new year, maybe there's a new schedule that you can work out for your weekly schedule, and then 3 goals for the week. But before we begin, on this screen here, all right, let me take you with me. Here we go. On this screen here, I would like you to use the Big A tool and tell us some bit of news that you would like to share with us. Tell us some bit of news that might be important for us to know as we begin the new year, or that you would just simply like to share with the others in the class. Okay, so when you type on here, of course it comes up anonymous, but if you guys wanted to speak to it or just take the mic and say something, you could. But for right now, let's all put something down on the screen. So use that Big A tool and tell us one thing that you think it's important for us to know. And I'm going to do the same thing. All right, there's mine. I'm trying not to eat sugar for a while, so please don't bring me any yummy cakes, even though I love yummy cakes. Oh, and Dina got a mixer. That means she's going to be making yummy cakes. Uh-oh. Aha. There we go. Somebody's getting a puppy. What kind of puppy are you getting? Can you take the mic? Oh, no mic, but maybe just put the kind of puppy you're going to be getting underneath your puppy comment there. And somebody lost some weight during Christmas. That's got to be a difficult thing to do with all the Christmas sweets and all the yummy things around. Oh, look, Dina is going to make yummy cakes. Maybe she'll share them with others other than me. Somebody went to a wedding in Banff. What a blast. Somebody's building a gaming computer. Fun. Building. How cool is that? Who's that? Who's going to build? Corey. Right on. I should get you in here to help reset some of the computers we've got kicking around. Very good. And the puppy is a Siberian Husky. Very cool. With all this snow, you could get your Husky puppy to pull you around on a sled. Very fun. And somebody got to get a bunch of new clothes and got to go to St. Albert. Right on. Oh, someone got a bearded dragon. There's some bearded dragon lovers in our group. I bet you we have 4 people with bearded dragons. We should have them all in one day. Are bearded dragons the kind of thing you can bring around? Or do they have to stay home? No worries, Anna. Oh, cool. Bring in your bearded dragon, Tamara. Maybe it could perk up Anna's day. Anna looks like she's not quite awake yet. Mackenzie's having trouble figuring out what to put on there. It's okay, Mackenzie. Maybe just the highlight from your holiday. Maybe that was just getting to sleep a lot. Oh, Anna's sick. Everybody, click on your smileys. Give Anna some positive, smiley energy to help her feel better. Here comes Anna. All the way from us to you. Oh, there. Hopefully that'll help you feel better. That's hard when you don't feel good. Oh, and there's some more details about the computer. Yeah, Damien, you could do some of that if you want. Looks like Corey has a case, a CPU cooler. That's because you're going to go so fast. And a graphics card. That means you'll have excellent resolution and fast refreshing, correct? Very cool. Oh, and I hope it's not H1N1 too. Get lots of vitamin C and sleep. Yeah, everybody's got to really take care of themselves, wash their hands a lot, get a flu shot. Yeah, that's what they're saying, get the flu shot. Here, let me give you to Dina. She's going to talk to you for a minute. Here she comes.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to be a finger wagger and say that I got my flu shot in November. But it's important to get it every year because A, it's free, and B, it may not guarantee that you will not get the flu. However, if you do, it shortens the duration. So instead of having a flu for 6 weeks, you have it for maybe a week or two. That's all I have to say about the flu. And H1N1 is a very bad strain because it affects healthy young adults and teenagers instead of the very young and the very old. So H1N1 does affect you and me more than it would a senior or a baby. That's all.
All right, there's a word from our sponsor, an important word. There you go. So, there's some news. Thank you guys for sharing the news today. And do take care of yourselves. And hopefully you'll all be feeling better soon, or at least Anna will. All right? So now, let's keep going. So as promised, today, the next thing we're going to do is look at our calendar. And everybody get a wand. So the wand tool is the stick with the sparkly thing, so you can point to things. Everybody get one. Let me see your wands on the screen. And I want everybody to point to the day. Oops, I need to see more screen implements. There's one. Okay, good. Where's the rest of you? Come on. It's over here. It's a stick with a sparkly. There you go. Good, good. Anybody else? Let's see. That's only 3 of you out of 15. We need a few more. There you go. Oh, good. We're getting there. Does everybody have one? Good. Oh, perfect. Few more. I can see the pencils lighting up. That tells me you're on the board. So we're missing Tamara, Zach. Come on, get on the screen. All right, everybody, rest your pointer tool on the day that you have to put in your work for semester 1 courses, core subjects. Everybody rest on it. There you go. Hey, way to go. There it is. Everybody's piled up right here. Okay, let's move away so we can take a look at that date. Everybody moves away. There it is, the 10th. So, when is the 10th? How many days do we have to do this work? Count them up and put it in the chat box. Here comes Zach. He's right on the money. We have 4 and what's left of today. 4 and what's left of today. You've got to get your work in. 4 days for semester 1 work. All right, everybody who has a semester 1 class, give me a smiley in the chat, you know, over in here. Do you have a semester 1 class? Smiley in the participants window. There's quite a few of you that do. All right, we got some work to do right now. All right, so let's keep that in mind. Now, if you have a non-core subject, an option subject, rest your pointers on the day that you have to have that work in. If you have art, calm, anything that you would like to show up on your report card, that work has to be in by, all right, we're all piled up there. Let's back off of it. Let's see the date, the 17th. Non-core subjects. So let's think about what those are. Type them into the chat box. If you know of a non-core subject, you want the work to show up on your report card, what do you have that applies to that? So the one I think of first is art. Art, yep, good. What about phys ed? Your phys ed logs should be, that's right, Samuel, Jim. Phys ed logs, yeah. How about calm? Calm is a non-core. If you want it to be on your report card that you've been working, let's put it on there. How about, what's another non-core? Gosh, I can't even think of other non-cores. Spanish, French, I think. Let's see, computer studies, foods, workplace safety systems. Thank you, Mackenzie. E-learning, all of those non-cores. E-learning, if you've got that on your list for semester 1 and workplace safety, the 17th is the day to get those in. Good job reminding me of that. Workplace safety would be a perfect example. You can keep going till the 17th and get it done. Okay, good one to get done. All right, give me a green check mark if so far this is making sense. Green check mark in the window. All right, and hopefully this will get you thinking about what you need to have done. All right, I'm clearing the green check marks. Now I'm looking at these green days here. What are these green circle days about? Write it in the chat box. Green circle, what are they? Oh, there's somebody pointing. That helps. It's a special event. What special event is it? We are going snowboarding and skiing at Snow Valley. Yeah. So give me a green check mark if you're thinking you want to go at least one of those days. There are 5 ski days. Ski and snowboard. Actually, I'm only seeing 4. I thought there were 5, but maybe there's only 4. 1 in February. Okay, so there's 1 in February. Now, green check marks of those people who would like to go. Mackenzie, you are signed up. I know that. Jessica, we should get you signed up, so let's talk about that. And the rest of you that are in phys ed, this is an excellent way to complete your hours and expand the variety of things that you're doing and get a better mark. Okay, so let's talk tomorrow in phys ed check-in about this a little bit further in more detail. Okay, smileys if you're on with that. You're good? All right, Damien is. Anybody else? If you're good with that information, you understand what's going on. Yeah, we'll talk about costs and how to get there and all that stuff tomorrow. Okay. So the first one is this Thursday, but you don't have to go to every one of them. You can just sign up for one. So we'll keep talking about it. All right, let's move on. I think that pretty much, well, the only other thing I'll say is that this is the last day of semester 1. And semester 2 starts up in February. I think it's the 3rd, right? So 1st, 2nd, 3rd. Yes, February 3rd is when we start the new semester. Let's talk about how to prepare for that. All right, here we go. The first thing I want you to do in preparing for that is update your planning calendar. Now I want to catch this call because I've had a couple of people who haven't been able to get in. 1 second. Okay, so everybody in the room, please open your planning calendars. And Dina and I are going there, and we're going to watch for your planning calendars to be opened as well. So everybody in the room, go to your planning calendars for a moment and open them up. Now, the reason we need to update the planning calendar is we have to figure out some things. First thing is, are you going to be able to finish your semester 1 courses in time to get some new semester 2 courses? And what do you have to do to complete that? So I'm going now to the Google Drive, and I'm going to start searching each one of you, and I expect to find that you've opened up your planning calendar, okay? That you're in there on your planning calendar. So, and there we go. So Anna, are you well enough to do this with us, or are you just going to watch? I suspect you might be feeling lousy and just need to sit back and watch a bit. All right, so everybody's opening up their planning calendars, and as you do, I join you there. Okay. Let me see here. Arkham, are you active with us? Let me see if you're there. Arkham. All right, let's see if Corey, are you there? So what we want on here, I want you to make sure all your courses are listed. And right next to the title of the course, I want you to put whether it's a semester 1 course or whether it's a full year course, and that's going to help us make some decisions. Corey, can you share your planning calendar? I can't seem to see it. All right, Corey, I thought you had one. Let me see. All right, make sure your planning calendar is shared with both Dina and myself, okay? Because we are working together with you guys, and so we need to see that, okay? Oh, Anna, I see your note there in the chat box. That's sad. Bring in a doctor's note. See if it makes a difference. Okay, Corey, still waiting to see yours. Damien, there's Damien's. Damien's is open. All right, next person, Mackenzie. Jessica, is your planning calendar open? Yeah, okay. All right. Corey, I'll check. Yeah, Corey, I've got it. Okay, so what we're looking for here, as you're coming into these last few weeks, what do you have left to finish? Now, if it's a semester 1 class and you want to get it done for semester 1 and can, then what do you have to do to finish it? So you're putting in the actual assignments right now. Okay. Now, if you've got a full year class, make sure it's on there. And go ahead and time that one out to the full year so that you can see when you'll be done. This will make a difference when it comes time to choose new classes for next semester. So we need to know exactly where you are in your courses before we can give you anything new for next semester. Okay. Now I'm still looking for people's calendars, and so is Dina. So Jessica and you guys, Jessica and Jessica Martin, the two Jessicas, make sure you shared your planning calendars with Dina.
No, they're not on. They're shared.
Oh, they're just not there. Okay. So we're still looking for you guys to open your planning calendars. That's what we're doing right now. Okay? Let me see who else I can see. There's Mackenzie's. Can you guys give me a green check mark when you believe your planning calendar to be updated? Completely updated. You've got everything on there that you need to finish by Friday, things you need to have finished by the 17th. And a little bit longer term plan for English and so on that's going on into the next semester. A little bit. Because some of you will finish a course early in the next semester, and we may be able to give you another one with that. Okay? All right, Jessica, you've got yours. Okay, Samuel. Good. Some of these planning calendars are excellent. You guys have put in some detail, and hopefully you're finding that that helps you. Hey, Colt, you made it in. Right on. Yeah, he called and said, okay. So, Colt, what we're doing right now is updating the planning calendars, all right? So whatever you have to have done, you'll notice that we have to have work done by the 10th for core subjects. So anything you've got left to do for those classes you've got that are cores, by the 10th. Okay, if they're done, just mark them complete and make sure you know when the exams are. So put in your exams, okay? Anything that's going full year, mark it as full year, okay? Okay. Here, I'll let you speak for a while, Dina, if you want.
So I have most all of your planning calendars open. I see that Damien you shared with me and Sharon you shared with me. Thank you. I still, however, do not see Jessica M or Jessica G on your planning calendars. So I see that Michelle has opened those as well, but Jessica's, you have not opened your planning calendar yet. So we're just waiting on you to open that up. Everyone else looks good. Tamara, let's see if I can get yours open. And planning calendar. This is not the correct one. (2013). Tamara, which planning calendar are you in right now? She's 3. Okay. I'm gonna go off the mic.
Hi, Tamara. So you're having trouble with your planning calendar. You've got too many. 2013. I see one called Tamara 2013. No, let's see. The most recent date. Oh. Tamara, we'll have to figure this out with you. Can you find the one that you've been working on? And make sure it's shared with us, okay? Right now you're just in English and art, right? Colt, let's check for yours. Yeah, Colt, I can see yours. I'm not sure that Dina can, especially since it's got a funny name. El Uno Loco is Colt. You got it? Okay. Okay. Gym is full year. That's right, Samuel. Yeah. She did. Okay, Tamara, we can see yours now. You renamed it. That's good. Oh, you've got an old calendar, however. Yeah, I see that things are messed up here, Tamara. Can I give you the new template link, Tamara, so that you can just start again? Because this one has the old dates on it. Actually, I'll just come in and put the new dates starting at where we are right now. Okay? Okay. So I'm just going to do a rejig here. I'll put it after. I'm taking off these rows, okay, and I'm taking off all of semester 2, and I'll put on from the other semester 2. Okay, hold on. Okay, so everybody else should be updating now. Okay. Damien, can you hear me? She's got a question. Okay, Tamara, that should give you the new year. Now let me just grab one more thing. Okay, I see lots of green check marks. Those are signifying that you're up to date, right? Okay, let me just... Okay, Tamara, you're almost updated here. Whoops, sorry, Tamara. Hold on, I'll fix that. Hello. Come on in. So fun to see you guys back in and working. So we're just updating planning calendars so that we can get ready for the new... stay here for a while. Yeah. So we're just in the eLive. Okay, Tamara. this should give you an update. So I see what you're doing. They're all full year. Okay. Now, Tamara, okay. So you guys, I see you've updated your planning calendars, and we will take a look at those. Okay. Tamara, you're updating. Sharon, is yours all updated? You're still doing it? Okay. So we're going to keep you guys working on it. All right. What I want you to do if you are done, okay, so everybody, even if you're not done yet, let's just go back to the eLive so I can show you what comes next. And then if you're done, you can go forward. And if you need more time, you can keep working, all right? So everybody should be back in the eLive for a minute. And I'm just going to go over a few things that is good to think about. I'm going to give you a few things to think about as we plan for semester 2. You can go back to your planning calendar after. Is everybody okay with doing it this way so that the people who are done can move on? All right? Smileys if you're okay and you're with me. And you're in the eLive now. Just keep your planning calendars open. We will look at them again before you go away. Okay, it looks like I've got most people agreeing to the process. Now, what we're looking at here is a plan or a planner for completing high school. And I just want to go over these things just to show you and remind you what you need to complete your high school diploma, so that as we make decisions regarding your semester 2, we will keep these things in mind, okay? And so here are the things. Hi, Nick. Glad you made it in. We're just going to review what you need for your high school diploma. And what I'm doing is highlighting in yellow that you need 3 years of English, or 3 levels of English. You need 3 levels of social, 2 levels of math, 2 levels of science, Phys Ed 10, and Calm. And then you do need to total to 100 credits, okay? And in those 100 credits, you have to have 10 30-level credits in an option, okay? Or a science, an extra science at the 30 level or something like that, or a math at the 30 level. Okay, smileys if you're with me. Okay, so the guitar we're working on, though it's not finalized, would be an optional music credit, and it would give you 3. So the guitar, although we're still working on it, you got to know that, would give you 3 credits for guitar. Okay? All right. So we will be working on these things on a plan starting next week. Okay? Now, as we make decisions regarding the new courses for semester 2, probably in year 1 or year 2, depending on what you guys are in, we need to know the information that's on that planning calendar, okay, where you're at and how that completed work will feed into the next semester and eventually feed into your diploma. Okay, and some of you are getting close to completing the diploma, all right? So this becomes very important. Okay. Now, having said that, here's what we're going to do next. Okay, I just wanted you guys to put your eye on the plan for completing the diploma as you make plans for completing your work in semester 1. Are you guys still with me? Give me a smiley if you're still with me. Okay. It's just sort of getting in gear. Okay, Anna, kind of with me, kind of not. Okay. All right. So here's our semester 3 for learning strategies and getting through that finish line. Like I said, next week we'll do more planning around course 2 selection and high school completion. All right. You do need to set some goals, okay, for this week. All right. So what I'd like you to do as a way of doing goals and gains is this. We are now going to think about some goals for this week, 3 of them. Okay? And what you're going to do is that question that you've got, Anna, is a good one for where we're going. Right now, I want you to write 3 goals for this week on a screen in the eLive. And any questions you might have, like, am I going to have more than 1 core in semester 2, or what kind of, like, what classes will I have in semester 2, or I'd really like science in semester 2. Those kind of questions and comments can go on this screen too. Okay? So in a minute, I'm going to put you on Roam, and you're going to click right on this little button here, which is up here somewhere, right? And you're going to drop to a blank screen, and you're going to write your name on it. If someone else's name appears on the screen, you're going to find a different one, okay? Until everybody in here has a blank screen. And what you're going to do is write some SMART goals, okay? So SMART goals that are specific. If I had a goal about making ice cream, one of my goals would be to buy milk by Wednesday. That's specific. It's timed by Wednesday. Okay. It's realistic. I can get to the store and buy my milk. And it's active. I'm actually going to do something towards making my ice cream. Smileys if you're getting that. SMART goals. Measurable. Okay, specific, measurable, good, you guys are with it. Active, realistic, and timed. Okay. So I want you to write 3 of them for this week, and next week we're going to look at them again. Okay. We're going to take a look and see, did I do it? All right? So make sure it's specific, and the timing is 1 week. So things that you're going to do this week that have to do with school. Okay. And maybe one of them could be just general. All right? Just so that there can be for sure a goal that you've got. All right? We're going there now. I'm putting you on Roam. You're on Roam now. Everybody click on the button up here. Okay? And you're going to drop down and take one of those blank screens and put your name on it. Okay? Now Dina and I are going to flip around and find you guys in there. And we're going to look at these goals. You still have your goals and gains sheet. In fact, you can put all of these goals on your goals and gains sheet. But right now, because we're all here together, we're doing it as a group in the eLive just to get you going and thinking about goals. You need to do this because it's part of your goals and gains for learning strategies. Okay, I want to see you guys set some goals for this week. Okay, this is part of learning strategies. You get marked on how you set goals. So both Dina and I will look at this and say, oh, what kind of goals did they set? All right, and it helps to boost your our understanding of how you set goals. All right? And the other thing it's going to do is help turn on that engine in your brain that's getting ready to set goals each day. But right now you're just setting for the week. So if you have an art project that has to get done, if you have a math assignment that has to get done, all right, that's the kind of goal you're going to put on there. All right? Does that answer your question, Colt? Are you good? Okay, so I see people are getting in there. So you're going to write your goals, and any questions you've got about anything we've done today, about anything about finishing semester 1, anything about skiing. And Dina's got a note in there. I'm going to give her the mic so she can talk about SMART goals.
So, unlike your goals and gains that you do for us daily, we're asking that your goal be SMART. Your goal should always be SMART in terms of, here, let me pull up a poker. Should always have, be specific. So a lot of you in your goals, for example, you'll say work on math, but what course is it? What chapter is it? What pages? So that is what we're asking for in terms of specific. Measurable means that it needs to be something that at the end you can say, yes, I finished it. So saying work on math is not measurable. Work on 3 pages of math is, because you know when you have finished those 3 pages. Something that's active is something that you actually have to do. Okay, realistic is something that you can attain. So saying that I am going to do calculus when I'm not at that level is not realistic. Another one that I had was, if you've seen me, I'm super short. I'm 5'2". I will never be a model for that reason, because you need to be at least 5'7". So it's not realistic. If you don't have perfect 20/20 vision, you will never be an astronaut. So those are what I'm talking about in terms of realistic. And timed. So it needs to be by a certain date. So by saying I will buy milk for ice cream by Wednesday, that means that it's timed. It means that if by Wednesday you have not bought milk, which is also measurable, it means that you will need to update your goal or change your goal to something that is more realistic for you, especially if Wednesday wasn't a date that you could buy milk. So for a lot of you, you might be setting goals for your semester 1 courses to ensure that they get finished by January 10th. So that is timed. Does anyone have any questions?
Looks like they're with you there, Dina. Good. Questions in the chat box that are coming in. Math and so I'm saying 2 school goals at least, maybe 3 school goals. But if you want to do an other one, so 2 school goals and 1 other, that'd be good. So yeah, you could do a random one, Damien, and either a math and an English. You know, or so you set those goals. If you know you have an assignment due next Monday, then put that in there, right? Set the goal, make it specific, as Dina said. Okay. There you go. Yeah, that's where you click to get in there. Can you guys give me a green check mark if you're on your own screen and you are writing your goals? Give me a red X if you're stuck. You can't figure out where we are. Okay. Zach, you're done? Okay. So we'll flip through. We'll find you there. All right. Good. You guys are getting in there. Zach, write 1 more goal. See, Module 5. Cool. These are nice and specific. Mackenzie, you're done. Remember, we want 3 goals. Okay, they can all be about school, or you can have one random one for something else you want to do. Remember, most of you are in phys ed, so you can write those too. All right. Oh, good job, Corey. I see that you guys are into the final, doing practice finals. We will be talking about preparing for exams too next week. Thank you for that reminder, Corey. Okay, good. All right. Okay, I see you guys are getting there. I see some of you are really making plans to finish those Sem 1 courses. That's great. That's good. Excellent. I see people are going skiing on Thursday. That's a great goal. All right. Excellent. Okay. Anna, did you find your screen? Yeah, you're on page 25. Perfect. Good, good. All right. Okay, that's a good one for me to know, Anna. That's what you want to get right there. Okay? Perfect. Excellent. Good goals, you guys. Tamara, what's the movie that you're going to watch? That's the only, you could be more specific in that way, but good. You could be a little more specific, just pick, and, oh, I see. No, never mind. Perfect. Nice and specific. I just needed to read ahead. Okay. Excellent. These are good notes for us to have as we go into next week. We start thinking about what courses you guys want to have. Excellent. Thank you, Jessica Martin. That looks good. Okay, now remember to go back to your planning calendars if you haven't finished there. All right. And when you're all done both those things, you've written your goals, you've put any comments about your new courses that you're thinking of for next semester or any other questions you've got on your screen, then you can go for the day. All right. Can you guys go back to the first screen and make sure everybody in here has signed in? All right, so that we know who is here today and we can mark you in. And if we haven't spoken to you in some time, please stay back. We'll do individual meetings right now. I know that Dina probably would like to have an individual meeting with some of you regarding your science or your math. And Richard may want to talk to you about your English. Okay. Anna, let's just see. I saw a question for you from Dina in the chat box earlier. If you answered that question, I'd say you could go. Otherwise, I bet you Dina would like to talk to you about your science. Okay? So don't take off yet. I'm glad that your goal is to feel better. Hey, Anna, you take care of yourself. But I'm going to just send you off to talk with Dina about your science. And I know I'd like to speak with Nick and Kelvin. Corey, we haven't spoken in some time. Colt, I know you'll be here tomorrow. Damien is here right now, so I think you're good, Damien. Jessica Martin. we may just a quick check-in. So if you guys could just work for a little while we do some check-ins, that'd be good. Okay, just so I can have a little visit, or we can check on your goals for even today. What are your goals for today? So fill in a few goals that you plan to finish today, and that's that. So you can take off. All right? Maybe on your screen, you know what, one last thing. What's the day you're going to come in and see us this week? Okay, just mark the day you're going to come in and see us. And besides that, we'll take off for this day. So see you later, Gators. All right? And I'll start visiting with people. Okay, so finish up these activities. Oh, I know this is kind of going backwards, but if there are things on your planning calendar that are not complete that were in December, move them ahead, okay? Move them into the next few weeks so that we can see how they'll get finished, okay? And then we'll see you. All right, take care, you guys. Thanks for coming in today. And we'll talk again this week. Make sure to pop into the eLives. Take care, you guys.